And then for the houses, so everyone should have a little box. So this is mine. I'm going to raise the camera, so just one sec so that you can see bigger area. There you go. There we go. So these are the boxes for your owl houses. So to assemble them, you're just going to fold the two small flaps in, and then this longer flap with the notches, and then they just slide in. It shouldn't be too tricky. You just slide it in to make your house. So you can do that on both ends. So just slide the little notches in, and that gives you your box shape. And then this is where you need your adult's help to cut out a little door. So you can decide, I've done a rounded door. This is the one that my 3-year-old painted. So she has her own little owl. She has done this several times, so it's quite a few layers, but she's gone for a square door with a little triangle window, and her little owl lives in there. But this gives you an idea. You can paint it all over if you want to. Or for me, I've just painted the front and back, and then I've covered the sides in paper and the door in paper. The little windows is just white paper. I've cut out a circle and just painted a little window shape, and then I've just glued them on. Same with the door. So I'll show you how to cut out the door, and this is my little mail slot, obviously, for the letters, and then I've just used Pritt Stick. You can just use Pritt Stick, or if you've got any of this glue at home from the Mouse Project, you can use that to glue the paper on. So when you are ready to do your box and you've got your adult to help, you can use a pencil to draw your door. So for example, I'll do another rounded door because I think it's quite sweet for an owl. So I've only done it, maybe I do it like this. So you can draw on your box, maybe your door outline. And I also want to make sure I've got a little letter slot, so just draw that on. Because they're like craft paper boxes, you can use felt tips as well. It doesn't have to be any special paint. I think some watercolors might work well, or you can just find papers from magazines as well. I found this paper in a magazine and I just tore out that page and used that, or you can use the paper that I sent you in the kit. When you're ready to do the door, you can use any sort of craft knife or box cutter. You could use something like this. So this is the part that your adult has to do. So be really careful because the little knives like this are really, really sharp. So I'll just show it for your adults so that they can see how I did it. If you don't have anything like this, you could use scissors to just punch in the hole and just work your way around, or really carefully do a kitchen knife. But like I said, this isn't for the kids to do. This is for your adults to do, and then you can decorate your box after. So just going to go through my box nice and gently and just cut along my pencil line. So if you want to do this later after lunch, go for it. I'm always turning my box as I cut, and I'm always cutting towards myself. So just work my way around this little curve. Oops. Oh, I ripped it a little bit. And I'm going to fold it in. And then you can always use your, I think my tool needs a new blade. Always use scissors to tidy it up. Okay. And then I will cut a little door knob, a little door tab. There we go. And then same with your little letter slot. You can just gently cut a little slot. If you want to have a letter slot, you don't have to. I'll just work my way around the little. I can get that off. There we go. With the scissors. There we go. So then to do the paper, so I've got some paper here. So if you want to cover the sides, you can just trace your box around your paper. So I do a paper on the sides. I've got paper for the sides. And then for the door, just put the box on the edge of the desk to trace around the shape of the door. So I kind of have a rough idea how big my door is. There we go. So I've got my little shapes, and then I can just cut around the paper and glue it on. I'll do the sides quickly for you. Like I say, you could paint the box if you prefer, depending what you've got at home. But I think these boxes look quite good. You can do quite a bit with some decorative paper. So there we go. It's quite good. So once you've got your little glue, you can use Pritt Stick because of the type of box it is, or you can just get some PVA glue or tape. And then you can just start to decorate your box. So some other ideas, you could make a little bunting for your owl's house using little bits of paper, and I've added string so you could tie that on. So that's just making little rectangles and folding them in half with a little bit of Pritt Stick. And then I've cut out the little triangles to make it a little flag. You could add little bits of ribbon or string if you want at home, if you've got some. Just cut out my door. And just have a play. You can just keep adding to it. There we go. I will have to do some little reinforcements on that little spot where I ripped it. Maybe I have to cover the front in paper, something like that. So there's the door. Just cut this little bit. There we go. So you can just have a little play this afternoon. There we go. making some bits for your owl. I had a good idea this morning. Oops, wrong side. If you wanted to hang up your box somewhere, because it is an owl, so maybe they want to have their box up high. I had the idea that it would be cute to have a little hanging string or something on your, there we go, on your house. If you wanted to do that, you can just poke a little hole on each side and make a little hanger for it. So I'll just show you this bit because I was quite excited about it when I thought about it this morning when I was setting up. I was like, oh, you could add like a little hanger. And then otherwise, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Sorry we've run over a little bit. I'm sure you're all starving for your lunch. So just going to use, I haven't tested this, so I'm glad, I hope it works. I'll just use a little darning needle to go through both sides of the box. There you go. With some string, and then you could just tie a little bit at the top if you wanted to hang your little owl house somewhere. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So you could hang it up in your room somewhere. You can add a little tie at the top. Yeah, I think it's a cute idea. I don't know, I didn't think of it before. And then this morning I was like, oh, I could just add a little string. So glad that worked out because I definitely didn't try that. So yeah, that's some ideas. I'd love to see, oh, my poor little owl house maybe needs some, might need to add some like decorative tape to my house. If you've got like a little washi tape or something, you could add that, make little stripes. Yeah, just use what you've got at home. Magazines are really great for finding like decorative papers and stuff. Yeah, you could add, so I added a little bit of cardboard here to make like a little scalloped edge. Oh, that's so sweet. And yeah, send me a picture of your houses once they're all done. I'd love to see them and see what kind of things you come up with to decorate your little house.